What up, y'all? Sweet. I feel like we got the view. We are going to bring some random mini reads to you. We are excited. Huh. Um, I don't know. Y'all was reading a weird message. I'm like, is it almost tax season already? It is. Goodness. So, um, well, we having to dig into the financials in a minute. But we just gonna bring some quick mini reads. We don't know how long we're gonna be on here. Hey sis, how are you? I hope you well. I thought about you today. I'm like, I gotta do sis reading. I just haven't pinned down the energy yet for some reason. I don't know why. Usually it just comes to me very easy, but for some reason I don't know why it's just kind of lingering. So let me pin this comment, or maybe I did pin it and now I just unpinned it. Okay. So we're just gonna do some quick mini reads. What up, everybody, for tapping in? Hey, Anthony. Hey, Veronica. Thank you guys so much. Not great, but yeah. See, I don't know if I'm like it feel heavy, and I wanna. I don't know why it's like such a delay. I just thought about it before we sat down. Like, are we gonna do sis reads right now? And Spirit was like, no, not yet. So I don't know what's going on with like gathering the information or the energy of it. But they just said not quite yet. Hey BC, what up, sister? Thank you so much for tapping in. I pray we have some encouragement, Michelle. But yeah. So we're just gonna do some mini reads, y'all, and see how they come out. If you resonate with any of it, great. Take what resonates and apply the principles. If it doesn't resonate, get some popcorn and just enjoy the read. I say. Spirit said we gonna ask some questions. So we were kind of getting like the fun idea, like from like Veronica. She has her bowl, but we have like these empowering questions. We've been using these for a long time. They come out every so often, but we kind of got the creative hit in the spirit to pull a question and then do a mini read around it and see. So, is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? That's the question. And that's perfect because we definitely are in the energy of nine. It's all about releasing so that you can move forward. So let's pull on it. Thank you to the Alpha and the Omega. A-O. Let's get it, my week. Let's get it. Hey, y'all see that? Look. We don't want you here. Go back to Africa. Go back to wherever the fuck you from, dude. Wherever the hell your people from. Because it ain't from the Americas. I can guarantee you that. Being. What is it? Bond? Being. You should be Bond. I'm just saying. I always telling somebody to go back somewhere. How about you go back to Africa? Did you know your ancestors were from there? Like, that's where people started? I don't know. Come on. We ain't gonna get into the fuckery though. Like, for real, for real. Thank you to the spirit. Manipulators. People want to come in and fuck up your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people so goddamn weird. We don't want you here. You don't even know where the fuck I'm at. It's the internet. That's dumb as hell. Y'all, I gotta reset. That just pissed me off. I hate cowardly, racist ass motherfuckers. I do. That shit is so motherfucking bitch made that it don't make sense. You would sit your dumb ass behind the fucking computer and thug on some shit. The fuck out of here. What? Like we ain't the collective, like we not all people, that we haven't all migrated from fucking somewhere. Humanity started on the continent of Africa, okay? So we all come from there in some kind of way. So if you want to go back to somewhere to where your people came from, go back there. Where's your ancestral land at? Because it ain't the Americas. the fuck out of here. That shit will not work over here. Let's get back into the energy, y'all, because, like, this person just really pissed me off. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Y'all just saying how quick your girl can flip. That shit pissed me off. It flipped my switch, like, for real, for real. It did. Is there something I should let go of to be able to move forward? Yes, transmute that negative energy into more power, right? Into more cohesiveness. Like, we ain't gonna let that shit come in and fuck our shit up. Like, no. You know, let go of something. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to surrender? Right? It is. It's so easy a caveman can do it. Like, anybody could sit on the other side of a computer and fucking thug it out like you so motherfucking tough while you got you spineless ass motherfucking jelly bag. You so jelly filled, jelly donut type shit, soft ass, piss ass, bitch is what I heard. Anywho, what do we need to let go? Let go of that energy. You know what I'm saying? We one big happy family. So don't betray yourself coming over here with the fuckery. You know what I mean? We one big happy family. We the wheat field over here. We know that they a tear. So how do we regain our energy? It's 10-10. It's here. 10 and 10. Right? One up, one down. So when you let go of the harsh shit, you can move into recovery and healing. So what did you have to let go to be able to move forward to your ultimate wish fulfillment? You had to let go of something with the hangman. Maybe you had to tell somebody some shit real quick, like a person who needed to get their shit together. I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe it's express yourself season. You know, maybe when that shit hit your emotion and it's feeling that you need to say something, you need to say it. You need to let it go. What Veronica say, chin up, tits out. Fucking let that shit out. Let some shit go. Give them a full cup of love, right? All of it. We're going to offer love and compassion right now. That's what Spirit said. Offer love and compassion. Full of love and compassion. But what did you need to let go of, right? And be sure that you are offering your love and compassion to the right people who appreciate your shit. You know, just be giving your cups to people who don't value you. Beloved, yeah, you had to let go of the fact that everybody was deserving of this cup. They just not. Some people just be on some shitty shit. Like our brother Band who came over here and got banned. Right? They need to, you know, go heal because they be on some fuckery. Yeah, probably 12. If he ain't 12 in age, he's 12 in age. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you grow up don't mean you grown. So what? Hey, Lily. Thank you so much for the bouquet. I appreciate you. We are, yes, right. Spread positivity. Spread love. Walk away from the fuckery. Sometimes you have to put the boundary up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if a Queen of Cups, you know what I mean, turned down somebody offer they could have, because these two people is kind of back to back. But it's almost giving me the energy of you. What are the things that you had to let go of? Putting a boundary up and just offering your cup to people. Like you cannot offer, you know, all this emotion to everybody. You can offer love in general onto creation. You know, we love each other. We have compassion for one another. But you know what? If people don't appreciate what it is that you are offering, then you get the right to put the boundary up and say no. Beloved, like, I'm a sin and give my love to, you know, people who appreciate it. That's who I'm going to share my energy with. So you definitely could be putting up a boundary with somebody and walking away. Yeah, to a brighter day, the sun, happiness towards your bliss. Like, you're not gonna, you know, sit around people who don't appreciate you and pour your energy into that. Queen of Cups gives beautiful love. I'm hearing Anita Baker. You give good love to me. Right, 10 of Cups, love from this Queen of Cups, and you just pouring it out, right? It is a thing, right? You know, you paying attention to your own cup and looking in your cup and making sure that you're not depleted, you're not giving your love away to anybody. I don't know how to say that, Spirit. I'm hearing that you give out love, you know, just in general, but like who you gonna focus your time and attention and really give your cup to like that. Oh, you got some boundaries around that. You stop that. Right, you are recovering from that, and boundaries are protecting you. It's giving like walking away from those types of habits towards your own bliss, focusing on your own vitality, your own spiritual flow, spiritual well-being, your positivity, your success, your joy. If it don't bring you joy, then you let go of it, put up the blockage, and move away. Anything else in your spirit? Did we get that right? Okay. That's what we got for that. Is there something else I should be able to let go of, be able to let go of to move forward? I'm hearing the expectation that people gonna always treat you the way that you treat them. You always pour your love out into other energies, and you know they may not love you on the same level. You know what I mean? Like everybody just don't love the same way. Everybody is not compassionate, as we just had that display, right? You know, this is Gaia, this is creation. Like any of these lands truly belong to anybody in particular. We had the ability to move around. You know, we created these boundaries and we put up these walls that says that this land belongs onto them and not to them, and you can come and you can't come and all of this shit. We created that nonsense. The Most High God didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So we make it hard on ourselves. We make things harder than they have to be. But what is the long-term vision? And are you putting your spirit on those things? Like to declutter, to streamline, to make things more efficient, a better use of your time and energy in your love, beloved. Like you could be compassionate all while maintaining strong boundaries and saying no and moving away from things that don't bring you joy. Move towards your joy. So we're going to take that card out. Yeah, the moon is here. Move away from the things that, you know, don't bring you joy, and trust in the spirit to know that wherever they're taking you, you can go. Release the illusion. Yes, you definitely need to be selective. Hey, blessings. Thank you so much. He came back and, oh wait, I think that was part of a conversation, Veronica, that I didn't see. But yeah. Thank y'all so much for tapping in for the mini reads. Six of Swords, moving away from shit, from chaos, transitioning, moving on, and traveling. We should be able to be free to move around. Shoot, if I want to go live a couple years in Europe, I should be able to do that. If I want to go to Ireland for a couple of years, I can do that. If I want to go to Spain, I can do that. If I want to go to the fucking Netherlands or Greenland or some shit, I can do that. If I want to go to any of the hundreds of countries on the continent of Africa, I can do that. Like, why does it have to be so complicated for us to move around as human beings on the rock that the Most High God created? You know what I'm saying? What am I thankful for today? Y'all, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We got a secondary question. Do you want both of them? They said yes. This one? That one we just dropped? No, this one. Okay. So, Spirit said, what am I thankful for today? And what is my worst fear? 2 questions. What am I thankful for today? And I say you. And what is my worst fear? That we couldn't continue to do what we do. How does it limit my possibilities in life? I don't know how me not doing or being concerned about not doing what we do, like servicing all of you, bringing the messages, how that would limit life. If anything, it makes me want to do it because we don't want to be without the opportunity to do it. So we want to take every opportunity to do it while we can do it. So let's get into the journey. What am I thankful for today? First off, the breath that the Most High God continue to allow us to breathe so that we can experience life in this capacity. right? Do you want this? This one? Okay. Yeah, abundance. To experience life in its capacity and just experience life more abundantly. Like more abundantly. And I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So, what is your fear? Are you afraid that you can't manifest, that your manifestations are not going to come in? Are your fears limiting you in some sort of way? That's what spirit says. See, look, the fear of failure, that's somebody's fear. They're afraid to fail. Right? Definitely thankful for the abundance of breath because that is what allows me to experience this physical reality. Like I can breathe, everything is functioning, I have my mental faculties, I have the ability to operate in this physical body. I have another opportunity to be empowered, to learn from yesterday, right? It's like, what are all those things? Oh, another day to share empathy, to give it empathy, sympathy, compassion for the sake of understanding, and to be open to seeing the both sides of every situation. I can see it from their point of view and their point of view. Now, Mr. Bond, that dude, you know what I mean? We're gonna talk about him all session, maybe depending on until we get the energy out, till it's transmuted. But he's an example. He set himself up. They set themselves up. Whoever did it, you know what I mean? I can see how people have a fucked up mindset where they are prejudiced against others. I don't know this person's nationality. You know what I mean? They may not be a person who can actively or seriously, definitionally, technically be called a racist, right? They may not be, but they could be a bigot. They could be a prejudice. You know what I'm saying? But either way, they displayed that, and now it gives us an opportunity to talk about that. How could that happen? Because somebody taught them to be a bigot. Somebody taught them that some people in creation are better than other people. Somebody taught them that this land is your land, this land is your land. No, it's not just your motherfucking land. You know what I mean? This is our land, right? And I believe that creation belongs on to all of us. So why that person is the way that they are is a whole bunch of reasons. The shit is from an egoic standpoint that makes some people feel like they just better than others, that they are entitled to something that they just are not entitled to. It's cognitive dissonance, it's supreme entitlement, it's arrogance, it's just plain fuckery. So can we see how people with fucked up principalities and understanding can turn into people who got a fucked up mindset? Yes, we can. We can understand that. We can see that. And so what should it do for us? It could help us to be a little bit more compassionate. It could help us to understand that we are empowered to take our power back. Right, every day that I wake up, I'm empowered. I wake up in the garden, the abundance of creation itself, with the power and ability in my physical being, my mental mindset to affect change, to make society more welcome, to make humanity more compassionate, so that we can extend more empathy, grace, and mercy onto one another. So that Gaia is just a better place to live in. You know what I mean? Like the life experience. It's just better for all of us. What is my worst fear? That we continue in the low vibrational energy and fuckery that says that I am better than you. I'm deserving, but you're not. Or simply off of something superficial like constructs that we made up, like race. You know what I mean? Race is a design construct, a fairly new one, right? And boundaries is a construct that we created. There truly aren't any. So, yeah, that would be my worst fear, truly. Not just that I couldn't do what we're doing right now, like if the Most High God stripped us of all of our gifts, but it's like failure to make an impact on creation where we lift up the energy of empathy and sympathy and compassion and mercy. Yeah, see, connections. Understanding that we are in each other's lives for reasons. And if you have a well-rounded friend group, then we can appreciate the differences within each other. So somebody may be, you know what I mean, extending their friend group, right? Maybe you are afraid to lose a certain friend. I'm not sure. But service is coming through, right? I feel good when I can help others. I do feel good to help others feel at peace. To understand that they are love. I am a being of love, and we release all negative energy. We transmute it. We release it back to the recycling center where it can get put into service. Like, give us something good, something that helps other people. We all will experience rounds of failure in our life. We will, because failure is a part of success. You are not by yourself. Loneliness, like now. In order to get to success, you must fail. And that is a part of development. Oh, wow. Shit. Blessings. Okay. See, growth. In order for us to grow, you must fail. You must make mistakes, right? It was a mistake for old boy to come in here with that energy. It really was. You know what I mean? But hopefully, they probably ain't gonna learn shit. They not. They gonna find somewhere else to go and just interrupt and bring in the energy. But we take it as an opportunity, to just do what we did. And I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm just saying. So growth is here, right? I want to expand consciousness in my awareness. How do we expand consciousness based on that? By interacting with each other. You cannot learn more about humanity by not exposing yourself to different types of people, right? And it's been a system or like so long of people putting in the propaganda and using fear. Like, oh my gosh, I can't. Prime example is a lot of Asian and descendants. They are fearful of black people because they don't have a lot of information about black people. You go to Japan or, you go to places in China, like they look at black people like an oddity for being there, and let alone you speak the language fluently. It's like, where in the hell did you come from? And it's that sense of curiosity, which can come off as fear. Some are afraid, some are curious. It's because we don't have a lot of interaction. And the things that people see in the media would make them afraid. Why? Because they portray black people like, look at American film. We were talking about Eddie Murphy and his impact on film yesterday and changing, how black people are seen in cinema. What is the portrayal? What is the representation? If all you see is people robbing and stealing and gun violence and hip hop and sexualized images, then you get a very different picture of what people are like, especially when you're not exposed to their true culture or heritage. So yeah, patience is here. Let's have patience, extend patience, exercise patience onto those who don't know. Yeah, they don't know. Some are just ignorant because they don't know, and some are ignorant just because they're fucking ignorant. So regret. Do we regret that? Absolutely not. So don't sit in the energy of regret because you may be afraid to fail. You know what I mean? It's better to try and see and learn, right? Learn so that you can succeed. Yeah. Balance it. See? Balance yourself out. You're growing. So don't, get wrapped up in your fear. Even if you say some shit and be a little bit harsh, whatever. Grow through it. That's what I'm kidding. Thank you to the spirit. Thank you so much. Let's pick up the vibration, spiritually, and let's pick up the vibes. Let's get a question. What question are we going to get? This one? No. Which one? This. All right. Spirit gave us how often do I give myself permission to enjoy life? How do I feel then? So that's the question. How often do you give yourself permission to enjoy life? And that's funny because in the Rising Message we talked about, you don't have to wait for somebody to give you permission to be great. You know what I mean? Like, you give yourself permission to be great. I'd rather give myself permission and do the shit, and they'll just have to, most high give me forgiveness, or whoever didn't like it, they'll just have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need your permission to do a damn thing. Whatever the spirit told me that we gonna do, we doing it. Right? We go to the Alpha and Omega and get instructions. So I'm not waiting on your validation or your approval to move forward. Absolutely not. You see what I'm saying? It's like difference between being an adult past the age of maturity and actually being a grown up. If you're a grown up, you don't need no permission from nobody but the Most High. And it's okay. It's okay to feel what you need to feel. Shit, you give yourself permission to enjoy life and you doing you. It's okay to feel what you need to feel. And it's okay for whoever don't fucking like it to feel what they feel. You don't like it? You're entitled to that. Nobody tells you you have to like shit. You don't. I love everybody, but I ain't got to like you. I don't. Spirit said, let your inner fire warm you, not burn you. Don't burn your own damn self up. Call your power back. I'm getting that for somebody's tear. Like, you might be giving yourself permission to enjoy life and doing it more often, and somebody could feel a kind of way about you just enjoying your life. They could be inspired by the fact that you are enjoying life right now. They can let their fire warm them up, but they probably getting burnt up. They probably need to call their damn power back. Like, do you know you expending a whole bunch of energy on some shit that ain't even got nothing to do with you personally? That's a question for real. Like, do you know you spending a whole lot of energy on some shit that don't got nothing to do with you personally? Like, me enjoying myself ain't got shit to do with you? That's what I'm saying. That part. Call your power back. Do you know how much you can do and how much you can produce and shit if you quit worrying about what the fuck other people doing, beloved? See? You holding yourself up. I don't know who it's for, but it's giving like a person that could be watching you give yourself permission to enjoy life, and you feeling good with whatever you feeling, however that enjoyment, that happiness, that bliss, the vitality, the upliftment, you rising and shining, you good with it. They the ones that need to be good with how they feel. If your fire is warming you up and you lit, but you like, maintaining your composure and shit, that's good for you. But somebody else don't like it. And they stuck watching you be great and them on this damn tree held up feeling a kind of way. What they need to do is call a power back so that they can get the hell down and go on about their way. Shit, yeah, they need to banish their own damn energy. Over there juggling and struggling, looking at you enjoying your life. What the? People weird. See, they need to pour this cup into them. They're blocking their own heart chakra because they looking at what you doing. Nine of Wands to the Ace of Cups, blocking their own heart chakra because they watching you go off and enjoy yourself. Ain't that dumb? I'm just saying. Spirit agrees. That's dumb. Spirit agrees. They said that's stupid. You probably should do something else with your time, beloved. Do something else with your power. Like, call it back and raise your own vibration. Get your ass down off this damn tree. Balance yourself out and keep on going. Get something going for yourself. See? Call your power back. Do something for you. The wheat is doing something for themselves. They are giving themselves permission on a daily basis to enjoy life. How do they feel? Great. And they understand that it's okay to feel whatever it is they are feeling. And I'm getting for the person, your adversary that's looking at you, it's okay for them to feel what they feel too. Maybe it's gonna help them stop going back and forth and get their shit under control, call a power back, get off that damn tree being held up, and go do some shit. You know what I mean? See, Knight of Swords. And look, Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. Somebody not watching. I mean, they not watching. They not working, but they definitely could be watching. They could be talking a whole bunch of shit because you pouring something into yourself, beloved. Mm, yeah, see, scruff. Spirit said it's in reverse. Like, for some reason, you bossing yourself up and enjoying life is making somebody weak. I told you this is somebody you connected to from your past. Six of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Cups. Look to the Seven of Cups. How many cups is that? Shit. That's 8 cups and 7 cups is 15 motherfucking cups. I told you this person going through it. That's toxic energy. That's devil energy. 15. And Spirit said the 1 and the 5, if they would take all of that fucking challenging ass energy and focus it back on self, then they probably would change things. See, Six of Swords, right? They could move themselves to calmer water if they stop focusing on you. They could big themselves up too. They can enjoy life too. But they have to give themselves permission to enjoy life. That's true, right? That's true. Spirit says you have to give yourself permission. Tell yourself it's okay. It's okay to feel what you feel today. However I'm feeling today, I accept it. I receive it. Right? It's okay to feel it. See? How often do you give yourself permission to enjoy life? Spiritual fulfillment, spiritual enjoyment. And you can't really do that shit when you watching somebody else live life. I think Veronica from I Inspire Tarot says it best that competition is the thief of joy. So if you watching somebody else's life, you watching them do things that you wish you could do, then that could steal joy away from you. So what could you do about that? You could plan your life so that you also can enjoy that. Yeah, I am grateful. Right? I'm grateful for Gaia. I'm grateful for Earth. It's fruitful. Right? And your aura is magnetic. And you can magnetize golden opportunities. Right? You don't have to wait. You can start planning today. You could start your vision board, right? You could brainstorm and get your ideas out, right? You could choose to be inspired by what you see instead of being on the fuckery or waiting for permission, waiting for somebody to tell you it's okay. You don't have to do that. Devotion unites me with the infinite possibilities, infinite creativity. Put it on your vision board, all the places you want to travel to, all the ways that you feel like would bring enjoyment to your life, and start to do it. See, live life with purpose, and that will bring you prosperity. Anything else? Spirit say no. Believing is sin. You got to believe it to see it. That's another one that those mantras to really carry forward. So let's put that question up. Next mini read. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the mini reads. It's your girl IT here at Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. You showing up, you never know what you're gonna get. It's a wonderful Wheat Wednesday. We're just taking the opportunity to do some mini reads. We didn't want to get into nothing thick today. We just wanted to be lighthearted. Let the spirit play cards. What they got to say. Want this one too? All right. This one? No. This. Okay. Thank you. What or who am I beneath all of my roles? Not them kind of roles. We got a couple of honey bun roles around here. But I'm just saying. What or who am I beneath all of my roles? So who are you? Not just the wife, not just the daughter, not just the sister, not just the auntie, not just, husband, father, brother, son. Those are titles, right? Who are you underneath all the hats that you wear? Who are you? And what is your biggest dream? What is your biggest dream? I'm hearing the dream cards. Dream, dream, dream. What can I do today to move closer to that dream? What is it, the thing you can do to move closer to your dream? So, underneath all the roles that you play, you can have a specific dream that you may want to accomplish. Somebody may need to stress less, right? That could be a thing. What or who am I beneath all of my roles, and what is my biggest dream? What can I do today to move closer to that dream? For somebody, I heard believe. Believe, right? Let your dreams shift. Let your dreams shift and reshape just like your life shifts and shapes every day. Ask yourself every rising, am I shaping my life the way I want it to be? So, what can you do, or what did you do today to shape your life the way you want it to be and to move closer to achieving your dream? That's the question. For us, we are always thinking like how to move things forward, like stewardship, right? We have a dream that we want to accomplish, and we every time we're in the audience of people who have the ability to conceptualize and think and make decisions, we find a way to bring a pointed something that closes the gap or fills something in, right? If you could pinpoint a place to bring value and close a gap or fill something that's missing, then you have more opportunity to get people to kind of be like, oh shit, we'll fund this new initiative because it's bringing efficiency, it's improving quality, one of those things. So, what is the thing that you can do to improve? Hey, Queen, thank you so much. What can you bring value to? Every time you use the word but, you learn something about yourself. But the but will reveal something about your limiting beliefs. It is like a key that unlocks the door to your full potential. Are you a butter? Not butter, butter. But this. I would love to do that, but I would love to do this, but I could really see myself doing that. But, oh, that's my dream. But whatever's on the other side of the word but is your limiting belief. I would love to start a business, but I don't have the resources. Okay? How do you get the resources? Because now you're limited by how much money or resources you think are available. You're not tapping into the energy that Gaia is fruitful, and every resource that you need already exists for you. That you can align your energy, your vibration to it, and you will create the pathway for you to meet, beloved. You just have to take the steps. So, what or who am I beneath all of my roles? Let's see. You could be a person that needs to surrender something, and whatever it is you need to surrender, underneath you could be a person that's struggling with this thing. Yes, surrender your need to be right. So somebody, underneath it all is what I just heard, could be a person who wants to be right, right? And if you're a person that wants to be right, then you may even limit yourself to the things that you know you can do right. Like you don't give yourself space to make a mistake again, or to get things wrong, or to even let other people be wrong, right? So say if another person doesn't think you can do something, you may not do it because you don't want them to be right. Yeah. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. So do you have an issue with flexibility? Surrender to joy is coming back through. So across the mini reads, last read and this read, joy is really coming through. I think the other ones too, like about something, well, I can't remember the first one. That was too long ago. But the last mini read, joy definitely came through. So I definitely feel like a consistent running theme so far is about giving yourself permission to be joyous, to live life to its fullest, to pursue your dreams, to know that every resource that you need is available to you, beloved. You can get it. Yes, surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Maybe that'll give you inspiration, taking a relaxing break and spending time in nature so that you can replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and ecstasy that's there. So it's getting kind of cold, but depending on where you are in the world, like we're going into winter, but it's not winter everywhere. You know what I mean? Like it's some places where it's going into the summer months. So I don't know where you are, but nature could be a thing. Even if you put it on your TV, on YouTube, you listen to the bird sounds and stuff like that, your mind takes in the energy. It still will complete the same processes. Surrender defensiveness. Yeah, it's given like that needs to be right. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to defend your goals, right? And if you struggle with being defensiveness or struggling with the need to be right, it could be alluding to something like deeper in your shadow work where, you weren't given a space to make a mistake and to again fail. That's coming through. Like, what happens if you're not right? What happens? I'm hearing type A. So somebody could be a type A personality. And type A can be tricky because it leads you to work very, very hard in order to get things right, but you can have a thing with perfection. And if you don't feel like it's something that you can do perfect, and sometimes on the first time, like if like try it, you don't have the opportunity to learn through it. You must perfect it the first time you do it. That could be a hindrance for you. It could make you defensive. It could make you have a need to be right, right? So if you are a perfectionist underneath all of your roles, then you might want to learn how to release that. Like to know that every being has imperfections. Right, that's a part of what makes you perfect, the imperfections. And to give yourself grace and mercy, to surrender to just having fun. And sometimes when you're just having fun and you let your hair down, things get a little bit messy, it get a little bit sloppy. When you are pursuing your dream, things get a little bit messy, it get a little bit sloppy. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna be perfect as you are trying to get something out. Yeah, surrender to your passion. It does feel like you are passionate about something for somebody, but you may need to release this stringent type of personality, like type A, where you everything has to be perfect and you cannot make a mistake. Whether it's perfect conditions, perfect timing, perfect execution, all of this, perfect environment is just not gonna be perfect. It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get a little bit sloppy, and give yourself permission. I'm getting to get a little bit dirty. Yeah, see, surrender to drama. It say the drama, but I said to drama because it's like sometimes it get a little bit messy. Anything else? I'm serious saying now. Don't be drama with yourself, though. It's okay. Like you messing up a time or two, having mistakes while you're learning. It doesn't have to be the big drama. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to fail. You don't want to make a mistake. It has to come out right because I'm type A. Surrender to what it is. Go with the flow instead of fighting it. Like, don't fight it. You know? When you can't change a situation, compassionately accept it exactly as it is, and it'll bring you peace. And surrender to receiving support and love. Somebody may be trying to, somebody could be trying to give you support with your dreams, but maybe if they don't do it the way that you think that they should do it, you don't count it as good enough. You don't see the value in it. Surrender to the spirit. It's coming through. Once you've done everything you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic, right? So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up, right? Somebody does feel very type A underneath all of their roles. Like maybe somebody taught you that you had to get things right all the time. Perfect environment, perfect condition, perfect resources. And if even if people are trying to help you, if they don't execute it the way that you would have did it, then you may not be accepting of the help, beloved, right? And with your dream, the way as big as it is, you may need to have help. So surrender to the spirit. If they're bringing you help, how can you allow yourself to accept it, even if the help comes or is executed differently than the way you would have done it? Right? Like when you're on a team of people, even if you're the leader, you rely on the expertise of your team. So if you give them a task to do based on their area of knowledge, right? You trust them to do that job. Nobody wants a micromanager. You know what I mean? Nobody wants somebody to just like pick, or want you to be them to be a mini version of you, beloved. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do it exactly the way that I would have did it. You have to anticipate the way I would do it, and you need to do it the way that I did it. I would do it. And if you don't do it like that, then what you did is wrong. And that's not the way to go about it. You actually limit your possibilities. You limit the knowledge base that is around you when you don't allow people to bring their fruits to the table. It's like everybody have to come to the fucking potluck with dressing. You know what I mean? Like everybody, you need more than just stuffing on the table. If everybody does it the way that you would have did it, then they're bringing you to the table, which is the stuffing. You know what I mean? But if you allow them to bring themselves to the table, then you're gonna have ham and you're gonna have green bean casserole or some collard greens and some sweet potatoes and some cornbread. It makes a fuller meal than just somebody trying to copy, rinse, repeat you, beloved. So don't be a micromanager. Relax. Come out of the type A. You know, a little bit. Relax on the type A a little bit. That's what we're getting on that. Right, to go with the butter rolls. You need something else to go with them butter rolls, right? Need some sliced turkey and some gravy and some mashed potatoes. Maybe because we get into Thanksgiving, we talking about food. I don't know. Let's get the next question though. Hopefully you guys are intrigued by the mini reads, right? Not a full message, but it's still principles that go along with it. We had this question earlier today. You want to touch on it again? Okay, that's what they said. What does being mean to me? What does it mean to just be? Oh, no wonder why you brought that. What does it mean to just be? To just be yourself. You want something out of here? Spirit said, what does it mean to just be yourself? It's something about you and your fullness. Empowered. Find clues to help you get nearer to your dreams. Remember, the best clues are often disguised. What clues can you find today? That's interesting, Johnny. Thank you to the Alpha and the Omega. So, we feel, what does it mean just to be? Just to be you. What does beingness, your beingness, mean to you? I bees in a trap. Bees in a trap. Surrender that shit. No more being in a trap. If somebody be in a trap, please, like, you don't need to be a gangster. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be triple O, trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that really you? I can release my need to control. Ingratitude. So somebody may be in this moment, you know, really thinking about surrenderance and gratitude, or being called to surrender something so that you can be more authentic to self. You know, you can really develop your authentic self. Indecision is coming through. Anything else in here? Let's look at that. Imagination. We're going to turn it up and see. So, find clues to help you get near to your dreams. Definitely imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Right? Remember, the best clues are often disguised. Why did we say described? I don't know. But maybe it's something in those clues that, you know, if you look at it a different way, it could help lead you to what it is that you really want to do, something that's meaningful to you just being you. And maybe there's something you do need to surrender in order to get into that energy. Maybe you need to surrender some sort of, I'm seeing imposter syndrome, like the imposter syndrome, the imposter self, so that you can just be you. And no matter what that is and what that means, like your full self, your whole wheat self. I feel like you definitely will have gratitude, have more thankfulness for life itself and the opportunities. It can help you even make decisions, right? Tapping into your intuition. It's difficult to find your own intuition when you are not in tune with your true self, with your own realness. I'm getting realness. What does it mean to just be yourself? To just be. Like, you don't have to worry about anybody else's quantification, classification. You know, what is it? The expectation. You know, people put expectations on you to be something else. See, reflection. That's something to reflect on. And it's giving hermit vibes, right? Like, what is it just to be myself? What does that mean? This is a time for introspection, reflection, introspection, and solitude. I don't know why they wanted me to put the word reflection in there. So this is a time for reflection, to introspect and to enjoy solitude. Step away from the noise and connect with your inner wisdom. Answers will emerge when you focus inwardly. Trust that this pause will bring clarity and help you align with your higher purpose. Your higher purpose is something that's going to come out of the spirit realm. I'm getting the spirit will start to show you visions, clairvoyancy, like spiritual cues, right, to help you figure out what your dream is. And your visions could definitely hold the clue to your dreams. It could be disguised, right? So if you are spending time with self and you're reflecting and your spirit is bringing you these visions and you surrender onto those visions, you don't try to control your thoughts, you just kind of let them roll. You just take note of what you see, but don't grasp hold to anything, just let it be, right? The spirit will show you. And you'll be grateful for all of those things, but you'll then have to make the decision to choose and go forward. What is my intention? Today I choose, I decide to lean into my intuition, to trust that creative vision the spirit is giving me, and to move forward, to believe. See, to move forward, to go on this quest. Moving forward. Driven by your dreams and emotional pursuits. See, look at that. Driven by dreams and emotional pursuits. Seeking fulfillment with passion, focusing your goals while staying true to your heart's desire. What does it mean to be me? What is my truth? And can I surrender the imposter syndrome and just really be authentic, to understand that who I am is real, is right, it's enough. And the spirit is guiding me to my highest timeline. Everything is working out well for me. See, aspirations. What do you dream? What is your realness? What do you want? And when you release the expectations of others and just be yourself, what does the spirit show you in your time of reflection? You want this too? Yeah. Inspiration. Aspirations and inspirations. Come on with this thing. They said. I'm hearing Akashic, so we might grab a card or two from there. So aspirations and inspirations. Definitely about your dreams. A new spark of creativity will ignite you. This is the moment to take action, and that's what we were getting, that indecision, taking the action, going forward on the quest, accepting the cup and going forward. Yeah, the potential for growth is immense. Trust your instincts, right? I use my intuition, so you would trust your intuition and your instincts and go forward. New efforts can now lead you to significant opportunities. This one, this one. Okay. It said Akashic, but they chose this one. So maybe it's just like, I don't know, because y'all told me that, and then I looked at this, and then I second guessed myself. So we're going to put this back, and we're going to go with what they showed us in our mind's eye. The Akashic, the ones that we called out. So we're going to go with that. Gratitude. Look at that. I can't make it up. Thank you to the spirit for trust. Scattered energy. So somebody may need to pull together their energy, right? Don't let things come in and scatter your energy. Like, don't be scatterbrained or easily distracted. Because we definitely almost pulled from the wrong deck. Did y'all see that? So stay on track. Gratitude. Anything else? No. Ooh, goodness. Thank you so much. Let's put that back. That was a lesson. Honor yourself. See, honor you. It's something about releasing that imposter syndrome and taking charge just to be yourself. We do see jumping in, like once you make the decision to move, to go forward. Yeah. Definitely bringing balance. Somebody needs to balance themselves. Your energy feels scattered. Like you could get, the inspiration spirit could say, do this. And then you might second guess yourself. Right? It's something going on with like second guessing. Exploration. Definitely wand energy. A spark of curiosity. Yeah, things changing, transformation. What do we do with the dream cards? Dream, dream, dream. We had to set them somewhere. Now it's like, I'm sure, we put the questions on top of it. I'm like, well, I know they sitting right here. They got to be in front of our face. So we're going to move that one out the way. Thank y'all so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. 56, when we said it, that's 11. 11 is giving 4 wands. Find clues to help you get nearer to your dreams. Remember, the best clues are often disguised. So what clues can you find today? Definitely this. Because they brought this card right back out to show somebody, beloved. So hopefully you guys found some clues today that's leading you towards your dreams. What is it that you want to do? I don't know what that was. Yeah. I just felt like my energy just softened up a whole lot. This one. Yeah. Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others? Well, dreams is coming through heavy. So who's the dreamer? The spirit is calling us to think about your dreams, and are you in pursuit of them? Yeah, I'm feeling pursuit. Am I living according to the expectations of others? Or your own expectations. I gotta read it again because we skipped over the word dream. Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or of my own? How do I distinguish them from each other? I'm seeing the word entanglement, enmeshment, right? Sometimes when we are entangled or enmeshed, it's difficult to ascertain your desires and wants from someone else. If you have been enmeshed, and entangled where you cannot distinguish the boundaries between you and other people, you may be struggling to find, again, where am I? I'm thinking about all the questions, what would I do if I weren't afraid to separate myself? What would I do to live life more fully? Do I give myself permission to just experience my own joy? What does being me mean to me? Right? Like those kinds of things. So, are you living according to the expectations and dreams of other people? And are you even able to decipher like what's yours and what's not? It's giving me like for some reason the image of like a person who would be like a dancer or a ballerina. I don't know if anybody saw um I don't know. It's an old movie. It's Zoe Saldana. I think it's the first movie that I ever seen her in. And she was like a ballerina. They were like with the American Ballet Company, or they were trying to get into it. So it's this whole movie about these group of girl dancers. And one of the girl dancers, she was like happened to be the most talented dancer. Like she was like tippity top. You know, everybody just knew she was gonna be selected to be in the ballet company. She was going to be a principal, like all this stuff. And she hated it. She thought she loved it. You know what I mean? She did not understand that she didn't like dancing, right? She was sick. She was actually bulimic, so she had an eating disorder, trying to maintain her weight. She was bitchy because she wasn't eating enough. She wasn't nourished. She wasn't getting enough rest. She didn't have a life outside of her dream of dance. So everything was about dance. Her whole world revolved around dance. And she had a mother who put her in ballet, and you can tell she did it very young. And her mother was like very hovery, like dance mom energy. Oh, you didn't get into, you didn't get the lead? I'm gonna go and talk to them. How dare he not give you the lead? That type of fucking energy. Center stage. Yes, thank you, sis. I love you. Thank you. Yes. But what happened at the end? She gave her part to Zoe Saldana, who was another really great dancer. And when her mother seen it, she was like, "Why is that trash dancing your part?" See, that's that bullshit, right? She was like, "She's not trash," and I gave it to her because I don't want to be a dancer. Dancing is your dream, it's not mine. So she was going through all of that because her mother and their relationship was so enmeshed that the young girl could not tell her own dreams and desires from the ones that had been placed on her. What were the expectations? You know what I mean? She hadn't found her own light. And it took her, somebody having a very candid conversation about, what she was doing to herself. The fact that she wasn't happy, that she wasn't healthy. She was sick. That dream, somebody else's dream, was making her sick. So how do you distinguish your dreams and aspirations from other people's dreams and expectations? Hematite. See? Something's toxic. Somebody could definitely look in envy. Oh, and shit, here's wrath. Anger. Who is trying to control you by having you live out their dreams and expectation? And how do you feel about it? Sometimes we get envious because we can't do the things that we want to do. One of those reasons why that girl was so mean was because she was envious at the fact that she didn't have the freedom and the luxury to just be whoever she wanted to be, and some girls did. Like, one girl left dance because she liked food, and they told her she was overweight. Like, she was beautiful, but her mom was like, dude, like, you are giving them, like, insecurity regarding their body image. She's beautiful. You know what I mean? So sometimes you can be upset because you can feel cornholed into doing something or enmeshed with somebody else, and you're living out their dreams and expectations instead of your own, and desiring freedom, the ability to do you. And that can make you angry. But you would have to face that toxicity and do what, the movie was saying, like that example, the principle, to separate yourself. Right? If you were enmeshed, then you would have to separate yourself. And it takes confidence to do that. To stand on your own. To sit in your own seat. Not a seat that's, you know, somebody else has set up for you because they didn't get the opportunity to fulfill their own dreams. Which one, beloved? Anything? We see a battle coming through. Something. We see a union connected to somebody else and surrender. Yeah, stability and patience. So, what I'm getting is it could be a battle with you and somebody else that you are connected to. You and this person could definitely be enmeshed, right? You two could be so, it's giving this, like so wrapped up around each other that it's very difficult to see where you end and they begin. Is this your dream or is it their dream? Is it your expectations or is it their expectations? And if you have the courage and the confidence, you can surrender the expectations they put on you because they don't belong to you. Can you face the fear to release that and let it go and tell them, you know, I'm my own person. Again, it's that thing of standing in your own energy. And sometimes, you know, that toxic shit, you know, the envy, the toxicity, the anger, the wrath, all of this that's wrapped up in here is the spirit can make you feel it so that you can do this, the last card. You can change some shit. To be open to change, right? Expand connections. The quality of your communication is the quality of your life. So you may have to tell this person some shit and help them get a different perspective. Like, you know, I have a different perspective. I want to explore other options. You know what I mean? I don't want to live out your dream. I want to live for self. The soul is calling me to express something different. I don't want to be a fucking ballerina because you didn't have the feet for it. And that was so crazy because she told her mother, you didn't have the feet and I don't have the heart. Yeah, death. So it was the end of that shit. She got the freedom, transformation to go pursue what was meant for her. And that was beautiful. And the crazy part about it that I loved about that movie was that Zoe Saldana was such a fucking rebel in terms of a ballerina. She smoked and had a fucked up attitude and she was bitchy and every damn thing. Like, she was so resistant. And they fucking loved her. They didn't even know. Everybody was shocked. I love that movie. I'm gonna have to find it and watch it. Yeah. You just let them do it. You know what I mean? Michelle, that's beautiful. You let them find their passion and allow them to do it. I never pushed my kids in any particular direction. I wanted them to live their passion. Not even to be like how some of us are. I'm including myself, right? Wisdom is coming through. But I never wanted them to have to work just simply out of obligation. Of course, we have to feed ourselves and stuff like that. But I didn't want them to just leave high school and go to college just to get a job, or just get a job just to pay bills. I always wanted them to do what was in their heart and their soul to do, to live a purpose-filled, passionate life, and to give them space to discover it. One of our kiddos like this, my son, baby, when I say Renaissance kids still can't figure out what they like and what they are passionate about. Just kind of interested and curious about everything, and we gave them space to explore. Wisdom, progress is coming through. We see choices and determination. You know, connection. So, we didn't ask a question, Spirit. We could have left the cards out to see if the question go with the cards they brought out. That would have been fun. Yeah, okay, so wisdom is still here. We're going to leave that, and determination. They gave us the cards right back. Yeah, we don't want them to have a hamster wheel kind of life. Hey, Donna, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tapping in. Right, we're coming off the hamster wheel, standing in our own authority. Like, we won't be cornholed into some shit or fucking trapped and feel restricted. Absolutely not. What's the question? Let's get the question since that we got some answers. Spirit said, what advice on life would I give myself if I was a mother and wish nothing but happiness for our child? How about that? How about that? Now, how do you love that? What advice on life would I give to myself if I was a mother and wish nothing but happiness for my child? Okay, so what did we just say? Right? We would not, we would want ourselves to be untangled. Like we don't want to be enmeshed. I would not helicopter. I would give them freedom to develop, freedom to express, freedom to explore, sowing the seeds in them so that they can be determined, they could be wise, they could sit in their own authority, giving them the ability to unlock themselves and to move forward, to balance their energy and be stable. I wouldn't want them to feel trapped by limiting beliefs or external circumstances, right? Give them the ability, the freedom to think for themselves. I did not indoctrinate the kids in any type of certain theology or religion. They have the freedom to explore that themselves. When they were young, I never took them and just put them in like Sunday school or anything like that. No. As a matter, I'm not atheist, right? I believe in the Alpha and the Omega. I was raised Christian, but I didn't put those restrictions on the kiddos. I didn't. If anything, we had multiple theologies to explore, and they can figure out what rings true to them. My son, he's more Buddhist, right? He was very much into balance, into peace. Yeah. Yeah, living for yourself. I'm so glad you caught us too, Donna. I appreciate you. Right? I also wanted them to be determined. Like to know that nothing is going to stop you. Like if you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want to do. To be determined. Your ambition drives you forward, ready to face challenges. Stay focused and mindful of the details to ensure lasting success. What they say, the devil is in the details. So when you pay attention to the details, then you can overcome that. We were just redoing our resume. We found, it was like, damn, we didn't even notice that it was a misspelling in there. That's the details. How can I state that I'm a great oral communicator or written communicator with spelling errors in your resume? Like, come on, certain things. Wisdom. Wisdom was definitely a thing. Like, I always taught them that intelligence was the most important thing. It is the principal thing, right? Wisdom is greater, like, look, it's priceless. That is something that you cannot have taken away from you. If I was giving that advice to myself, right? Like wisdom. And my mother always taught us that school was important, education was important. And we know education is important because they made it illegal for people to fucking learn. So, that's a thing. Because the more you know, the more determined you are and the harder you are to control authority. Right? You cannot control a person whose mind has been set free. When they're empowered with intelligence, you are unfit to be controlled, beloved. So I would want them to be determined. I would want them to be wise, to be confident, to sit in their authority, to sit in their seat. Do not be restricted and don't restrict yourself. Don't trap yourself by having a limited mindset. Keep your mind geared towards learning. Stay open, beloved. That's what we got for that mini read. We see innocence. Oh, that's another good one, right? Like to keep a childlike disposition, right? It's given like that childlike spirit continues to give you momentum, right? So the energy of that, the motion, the energy of that puts, I don't know why, I'm seeing emotion, I'm getting energy in motion, and I'm getting acceleration. Thank you. That was challenging. Why? I don't know. Mercury retrograde. I felt a lot of heavy energy all of a sudden. What was that about, Spirit? Flow. Look, to go with the flow, to stay in the flow. Patience and harmony. Yeah. To be patient and to keep a harmonious spirit. When you hold a harmonious spirit, then you attract more harmonious things into you. That's not to say that everything is going to be harmonious that comes into you, but you have a more of a probability, a likelihood of attracting harmonious things when you go with the flow, when you stay balanced. Patience and harmony will guide you to success. Blend opposing energies and find balance. And that's what we were getting. Like everything that comes to you is not going to be harmonious. But when you can integrate and blend confirmation, opposing energies, you can find balance in the process. Trust the timing of your journey. Steady flow of integration leads to peace and aligned progress. I've never read this card before, so that's beautiful. Is it buffering? Yes. My side doesn't show. Let's see. You guys, let me know if it's okay. So far, it looks pretty good on my side. I do that so I can keep up with y'all and see if we're having tech issues. Is it better on y'all side now? Okay, just for a second. Good. Okay. Yeah. So just to show y'all, right? Like how we were saying integration. So integrate that energy, opposing forces, opposing energies, balance them out. It's not always going to be like, positive things coming in, but when you can integrate the energy and you can balance it, it definitely leads you towards success, beloved. Even those hard things, of course, they bring us wisdom, they bring us intelligence. We learn from it. We learn through the challenges. Anything else? Yes. I'm hearing one more question. So, yeah. We got security flying out and choices coming through. Something with somebody's aspirations. Security and choices. So it's a difference, right? Like these last two, the spirit has given us the answer before they bring the question. So let's see how does security and choices align to the question that's being brought out. This one. Put that down. We have, would I be proud of myself if I spoke to other people in the same ways as my thoughts speak to me? How do my thoughts speak to me? So, would you be proud of yourself if you spoke to other people the same way that your thoughts speak to you? Are you critically speaking to yourself? Like if you said that thing that you say to you to somebody else out loud, would you be proud that you said it? Somebody may be dealing with issues of security, and it could be something with your choices. So maybe the answer is to speak security over yourself. You may feel the need to hold tightly to your resources. While stability is important, remember that generosity allows abundance to flow. And it's crazy because underneath its choices is the card abundance. We peeked at it, but we put it back. We put the choices back on top of it. So it's something about whether or not you are speaking to yourself in a very secure way, telling yourself you have an abundance of choices, an array of choices that will lead to abundance, Ashe. Like you can relax. It's given some, I'm seeing the word relax. It says, remember, trust in the balance between saving and sharing. So trust in your balance again. Are you an oversharer? Somebody could be an oversharer. I don't know why I got that. but opportunities are abound, but not all are as they appear. Take time to assess your options and choose with clarity, right? Trust your intuition to guide you towards what aligns with your truth. Avoid distractions that could cloud your vision. So, maybe you might need to give yourself some statements of affirmation, telling yourself you're secure, you have an infinite amount of choices, and you have the ability to trust yourself while you make choices that are leading you towards your abundance. Do you tell yourself things that are in opposition to that? Like, I don't have choices that are leading me towards my abundance. I don't have enough resources. I can't make this happen. It's not going to work. All of those are self defeating statements. It's giving to talk to yourself in a very positive and empowering, uplifting type of way. So we going to get some. Ooh, shit. I just heard. Where is it? The Rebel deck. We haven't used the Rebel deck in a very long time. Ah, here it is. Thank you. Let's get it. Let's get some positive affirmation. Somebody may not be speaking very kindly to themselves. You may need to remind yourself that you are abundant. You know that abundance is all around you and you have infinite choices and that you are secure. See, I am fucking powerful, and it's in reverse. Somebody's not telling themselves that they are fucking beasts out here, that you're powerful. So maybe you feel powerless in regards to the choices that you have, right? I'm getting better and better every fucking day. Like, be secure and know that every day you're getting better, right? I don't know what that is. Some people really sick, avoid them. Some people are fucking sick. You know, sometimes you just can't. I told you, look, what was the old boy name? Don or DAAN that got blocked from the channel because they got a fucked up mindset, prejudice, and shit coming over here with the fuckery, thumb thugging on some cowardness. Yeah, some people are just sick. If love turns lonely, let go. Abundance. So, do you feel like there is an abundance of options even in love and relationships, or even when it comes to money? Are you insecure about your choices? You know? There's an abundance of everything. And even if the love is in a relationship, is it just the things that you connect to, the things that you are emotionally connected to? Once you fall in love with yourself, the game is over. So fall in love with you. Somebody is not being very kind to themselves, right? It's like maybe feeling like a lack of choices, a lack of possibilities, a lack of security, and really needing to reaffirm yourself in those areas. This is in reverse. The best shit happens outside of my comfort zone. Maybe somebody is afraid to step out of their comfort zone, needing to sit in a place that they feel safe, even if it's keeping you small, Ashe. Happiness is a choice, and today I choose to be over the fucking top happy. Choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice. I'm hearing. I don't know why I'm hearing a part of the song "Happy" from like Pharrell, and I'm hearing the part specifically where he says, "Here come bad news, talking this and that, dun, 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 dun," you know, and it's like being able to push away bad news, like even if it's you saying bad things to yourself. What is the boundary that you have with you to correct that language and tell yourself it's not okay for you to speak to yourself like that? To speak to yourself with kind words. Talk to me nice. I gotta talk to me nice. Detox is here. Detox your self communication. Drink a smoothie. Unfriend that asshole. Throw some shit out. See, some people sick. You could be dealing with a person that's affecting your mindset and how you talk to yourself. This could be past energy, like you could have dealt with somebody that affects your inner self-talk, where you're not talking to yourself in a nice way. That person could have just had a fucked up mindset, Drink yourself a smoothie. Unfriend that person if you still connected to them. Throw that shit the fuck out. Throw that negative language out. Yeah, we definitely dropped this shit all underneath the table. What happened underneath the table? You a badass, act like it. That's what Spirit said. I don't know if you need some alone time. I wasn't feeling that card, so we didn't read it. Yeah, Michelle, if your self-talk is not good right now, yeah. You are not the fucking center of the universe. Stop obsessing. This is somebody that's got some negative energy. Somebody may really got an egocentric type of mindset. It's something about them feeling like they're the center of the fucking universe. It's giving get off of themselves. Like, move the fuck on. And don't let your issues fuck shit up. Somebody's issues could be fucking some shit up. If you are talking very bad about yourself, your negative self-talk could be bringing negative consequences into your life. So change your language. And whenever you catch yourself being down upon you or just speaking negatively about you, your abundance, your choices, your security, to really bring up that vibration. Anything else in here, Spirit? Say no. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Some of them may be inspiring or empowering, is what we're getting. Talk to somebody that has an empowered disposition, an empowered mindset. It's contagious. Attitude is contagious, right? Like, you sit around a whole bunch of people that's cackling and, and gossiping, or they have negative self-talk as well, or just negative speech, right? It could impact or affect how you speak, right? You could pick up that language. Yeah, speak life. Absolutely. Yeah. This is in reverse. My unique spirit brings shit tons of light into the world. It's definitely giving somebody with a heavy spirit. It's like not taking into account your abundance of life, the multiple choices or abundance of choices your light can attract into you, that you are magnetic, and to sit in a very secure place and speak to yourself from that space. I am secure. I am cared for. I am loved. I am always held within. I have beautiful, unique gifts to offer. Yeah, see, I am stable. Like, affirm that to yourself. And I'm definitely getting some memories, like Six of Cups type of energy, somebody else you were connected to. And maybe you need to leave that alone. Maybe it's memories of the past that need to be put to rest. Having more patience with yourself and the mysterious things of life. Like, as you grow and move forward, things are taking root, but the results may take time. So reflect on your progress, even as Six of Cups is like reflection, right? Make adjustments. What are the things that need to be adjusted and shifted slightly? What do you need to change? It says stay patient. This is a period of waiting, but it will lead you to growth. What's that? Responsibility. You could have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you need more opportunity, more choices to bring in abundance to help you with these responsibilities. You could feel burdened by responsibilities. But it's given like speaking out from a burdened mindset. Like, it's so much to handle. Yeah, choices. And you need more choices to handle it. And it could be like you speaking out from a point of, I lack choices, I lack opportunity, I lack resources, I don't have the abundance to do what I need. But tell yourself the truth. Is that really true? Adventure and conflict is coming through. The universe invites you to take the first step into the unknown. So going somewhere new could be challenging for you. Conflict. right? But if you overcome the challenge of going somewhere new, understanding that you are secure, that there are more options and choices open to you to bring in pathways of abundance, to lighten the load, to bring in security. See, fortune is here. You may not feel great about moving forward. You may not feel great about how the progress you're making is unfolding, but I do feel that the energy of creation itself is with you, is behind you. And when you change your internal speech, your rhetoric about you, your opportunities in the world around you, you will feel a shift. Yeah, see, it's like moving into the energy of contentment. Like, if anything, don't express dissent if you can help it, like we did. We were pissed at old boy and we kind of said that. But, you know, it's like being content, and opportunities will present. The pathway to opportunities will open up. A new door is opening. Offering abundance, which is one of the cards they gave us the answer before we pulled the question. Offering abundance and stability. That's another card we saw. This is a time to plant seeds for long-term growth. Embrace this opportunity with focus and intention, as it is the potential to bring material and spiritual rewards. So somebody is on the pathway. You just may not see it, or you could be causing resistance because of the words that you were saying. How you talking to self? Yeah, let that shit go. Forgive yourself and let that shit go. Forgive them. Whoever was in your energy that could have interrupted your own internal speech. Those are our empowering questions. It's giving empowered minds want to grow, right? Like, we are all growing. What is my biggest dream? That's the question. What do you feel like is stopping you from getting to your biggest dream? And is there anything that you can do even still today to move in that direction? Like, you can get off the live and be like, oh shit, I'm gonna brainstorm some shit. Or I'm gonna just go read over my plan. I'm gonna see the small things that I could work on, like pick up a little bit of something. You know, what is the low-hanging fruit that you could work on? See, where are you going? And why? Where am I going? And why am I going there? Rising to the top and it won't stop. We going to the top. We ascending. Why? Because it's time. Divine timing says it's time for us to ascend. It's time for us to grow. To move past cycles. To break cycles. To break curses. I told you somebody need to surrender. They need to be right. Look, surrender people pleasing. We letting that shit go. I ain't gotta be right. You can have it. You can have it. What you say? What you think? That's what you thought? You right. You right. You want me to go back where, sir? Mr. BANAAN that got banned? You want me to go back? You right. You do want me to go back. Am I gonna go? No. Fuck that. Go back where? I'm from here. Shit. The fuck are you talking about? Go back where? Surrender to play. Bring some lightheartedness. You know what I'm saying? That was just silliness. That be cracking me up. Go back to where I've never even been. How could I? As a matter of fact, if you want to help me get a ticket, you know what I mean? Like, because I do hear places over there in the homeland is giving out citizenships. Shit, go to Ghana, Nigeria, or somewhere and get a fucking citizenship over there. We not people pleasing no more either. We don't do shit just because it makes somebody else feel better about themselves. No, we not doing that. They just gotta feel what they feel, and they gotta be okay with feeling it. Period. You don't like how you feeling? Change it. You decide how you feel about it. You can decide to give all the fucks, or you can decide to give 0 fucks. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. I don't give a shit. Are you sure? Yes, I'm positive. Did I care about what old boy said? Yes, it pissed me off. Real quick. Crystal Ascension. See? That's where we're going. We are ascending. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the crystal kingdom, crystallized world. And our thoughts crystallize and they form habits. Spirit says celebrate life, right? Bring in more joy. How often do you give yourself permission to enjoy life? Do you celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth, right? All life. Not just on Mother Earth, but all life, period. Because we don't know other places where life exists, other ways that life can exist. You know what I'm saying? So it's very funny, you know, for us to not look at each other as just inhabitants of Earth itself. Like, you can't tell me what my boundary is. If you want to subscribe to that nonsense, knock yourself out. Just don't do it over here, beloved. Archangel Raphael coming through. Look at that light. I invite Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. And we definitely talked about knowledge. And look at this. Can y'all, you can't see it. You can't read it from over there. I gotta show you. Look, reach for your dreams. How many times did we talk about your dreams in these mini reads? Coming out. What are your dreams? Look at that pathway. Look at the abundance, the waterfall flowing down to you. That's a pretty card. Can y'all see that? She's just bathing in this light. All of this to me is giving like spiritual light and flow. And they definitely told us to stay in the flow. You are ascending to reach for your dreams, celebrate life, and it's something about healing and knowledge and wisdom. Stay present. The now is the gift. You know what I mean? Like, tomorrow is not promised. Yesterday is gone. It ain't nothing you can do about that. Right? But we can enjoy the present. We can enjoy the gift to fully experience every moment. Your future is made in the now. Yeah, see your vision. What is it? Sixth chakra. What is the vision that the spirit is giving you? What is that dream that's disguised as some sort of obscure clue? I'm hearing Blue's Clues. Right? It's like the spirit is giving you the picture. It's giving you the vision. Can you see this one? You want this one too? Yeah, and it's protected. You're safe. You're secure to pursue. And look, healer of the ages, healing information coming through. What's that? Indecision, which is right here. We just have to decide. You decide. Decide to surrender the entanglement, enmeshment, the expectations, the desires of others. Give a fuck what them people think. I'm sorry, but it's just true. When it comes to your dreams and you pursuing what's meaningful and purposeful to you, because what are you going to do at the end of your life and feel a kind of way because you didn't do it? Because you let other people stop you from pursuing what was important to you. Nobody has to carry that weight but you. Allowing yourself to be tied up because of what other people think about what you would do. Or what other people think about you. That's the challenge. Release that shit. Let them be fucking right. Surrender your need to be right. If they fucking think it ain't gonna be this, let them think that shit. They feel like you such and so because of what the spirit told you to do. Let them think that shit. It's leading you to your own abundance. I bet you they think differently when your shit show up. When you could choose any pathway to go to wherever you want to go. If you want to go into a healing hot spring out there in the middle of the snow. I don't know where that place is at, y'all. They got some hot springs that's in the middle of the snow. That shit look beautiful. Just the opposing energy to be next to all this snow in a hot spring, that shit looks fabulous. I would love to go there. Thank you, beloved. Yes, I would love to go there. You talking about following your bliss and your happiness and giving yourself permission to live life and have joy in it and more abundantly, more fully? Fuck what them people think. Wouldn't give a shit what they thought. Reach for your own dreams. You got, look, I'm not going to say you only got one life to live, but you know, you in this life cycle right now. We appreciating the present. Hell, next time go around, I could come back as goddamn chameleon or some shit. Hopefully it's an eagle. I want to be an eagle or a butterfly. An eagle. Yeah. Yeah. I want to be able to fly on top of the storm. That sounds amazing. Right? Yep, see, thinking. Don't overthink. Solution yourself out of this trap. What do you think for yourself? And I love the thinking woman too. Some people say she get a bad rap, like Queen of Swords is a little bitchy, but I don't think she is. I think she a person that's done been through some trials and tribulations. She freaking has healed and she uses knowledge. Knowledge is healing to her. The more you know, the better you grow. You know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? She could think herself out of these situations. I'm hearing, I could think circles around you. What the fuck? Like old boy coming around here talking about something, go back somewhere I ain't never been. We can't sit down and have a real conversation. I'm gonna think circles around your motherfucking ass. Like you ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with it. I know so much shit, I gotta gatekeep it. Everybody can't come up in your garden. You gotta have some boundaries. You ain't gotta do a fuck shit thing. You can do what you want to do. I'm just saying, it'll behoove you to have some boundaries around your shit. Can't tell everybody every goddamn thing. You just can't. See, door to your own healing and happiness. What? Healing and knowledge. Healer of the ages. Door to your own personal healing and happiness. You know how to unlock the door for you. They got to figure out how to unlock the door for them. They can do it too. And it is not their place to have you living life for them. The life that they did not have the opportunity to live. No. We are the product and the dreams of our ancestors, but you are supposed to express your soul. What is your soul's expression? I honor the fact that they did what they did so that we can be here to do it. Right? Walk away from some shit. The fuckery. Right? Daughter romance is here and strategy. It is giving me like the ability to do what you love, to fall in love. Like not only fall in love with yourself, but to fall in love with life and then fall in love with everyone else. Anything else? We're saying no. Even the deceitful ones, man, we love them, but they gotta go see the Alpha and Omega, you know. Ooh, see, envy. Deceit and envy. We've been getting this kind of thing the spirit been giving us. So watch out for deceitful and envious ass energies. People who are deceitful and envious because you take the courage to live out your dreams and allow your soul to express itself. What's that? Yeah, see, they got demonic attachments. They definitely are going to get this judgment called on them. So you just keep your head forward and stay on the temple path. You know what I mean? People, energies will want you to be tied up so that they can have you sit wherever they're at. You know what I mean? Like, it really is just that. And we are in the season. We've been talking about food and having your plate made and Thanksgiving and, you know, harvest season and all this shit. There's a lot of people that seen the Most High God build your table. See? Change. You embrace changed. Change. You changed. Because they damn sure put it in the past tense. They saying somebody is changed. Moving easily and confidently through life. What? Healing and knowledge? What? That's the same energy. So people who see you moving confidently, easily through life with ease and grace, they gonna be attached to deceitful energy. They're gonna be envious. They're gonna be jealous. It's giving times four, beloved. So I don't know how many people in your life that you got watching you do what you do and that are envious and jealous and they are attached to you. You might have to let some folks go. Like they may not be able to sit at your table. I'm just saying. Everybody, you are building, you're growing, your fruits are coming in. And everybody cannot sit at your table, beloved. You cannot allow everybody in. Spirit says some people are going to watch you eat and they're going to feel a kind of way about it. And they gave us this whole scene, I'm telling y'all, like they perform sometimes the messages through us so that we can get it, like depending on which spirit is coming through and how they're communicating it. They had us literally sitting and we was grateful. You know, you sit down and you say your grace over your plate. We gather here with grateful hearts. We thank the Alpha and Omega for providing all of the nourishment. Please come in, let us commune together and eat. You know, it's kind of going along that way. It switches up, it changes, right? It's intimate, it's personal. But it was something about us gathering with grateful hearts to enjoy the abundance, the harvest that the Most High God had put in front of us. So we are eating. And we started getting this energy, and we looked up, and we got a pillow right there that looked like a Nazar. Can we get it? We got to show y'all. Just give me 2 seconds. It's only right here. Don't go nowhere, right? It's this big pillow. You see how it looks like a Nazar, like the evil eye, right? So we were feeling evil eye energy. We eating, we like, damn, why does something feel so funky? It's like evil eye energy. And then it was giving us like that thing where like somebody, they look be curled up and shit, looking off with a funky face like something stank. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy. And we eating, I'm like, what is that energy about? And then it almost kind of made me go like this, like, you know how somebody be washing your plate so close you almost want to cover your shit up and turn around this way? You making me uncomfortable. And so it was like, hey, the Most High God said, go over there. They got your plate. Because I feel the kind of way sitting around while somebody else watching me eat. You know, and I think it's rude to show up to somebody's house and you got food and shit and come in and you just got enough for yourself and it ain't enough for everybody else to eat too. So you might have that type of spirit. You ain't gonna just want to sit at your table and eat in front of other people and they can't eat. And you can't give them nothing because the spirit told you you can't. They can't sit at your table. So what do? Send them to the Most High God. They got your food. Don't be sitting over here watching us eat. You can't sit over here. You got to go over there and go get your plate. Now what the Most High gonna put on your plate, I don't know. But I can say you ate. You ate what was good for you to eat so you could do what you need to do. You want something out of here. And then we're going to get an angel number and then that's going to be it. Fresh start. See? The Most High God might be putting some shit on your plate that's going to give you the runs, make you shit out a whole bunch of shit, give you a whole fucking colon reset so you can start fresh. Somebody about to get a reset, a whole colon reset. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just the way it came out. We not sorry at all. We not. Because that's what we heard. Embrace change. Spirit finna put somebody through it. They're gonna put some shit on your plate so you can get all that shit out your system and start fresh. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with your girl. Just mini reads. What is the spirit saying? They play cards. You know what I'm saying? See, self-care. You need to take care of that shit. You need to clean out your colon. You got some parasites and shit in there that's not allowing you to get enough nutrients or something. You know, something in there. You need a gut reset. That's what I'm getting. God, they got me crying over here. They say, taking chances. See, embrace change. Take a chance. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them.
I'm scared. Yeah. Spirit, my spirit team is over here tripping. They like seizing this opportunity to get your colon cleansed to a deep detox. This is just what we do when we be pulling cards and we do little mini reads and Spirit be bringing a message. We be cracking up to ourselves. I'm telling you, which one, beloved? You said this one, yeah. So we not gonna get scattered. See, AAA, abundance. If you get your colon cleansed, get all that shit out you, packed, right? He's giving enema. You can have a whole fresh restart. Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Good health is important. It prevents further dis-ease in the body. So practice self-care. Get a cleansing. Let the spirit clean you out. It's okay. It'll be good for you. Take a chance. Seize this opportunity to get cleaned up and get your shit reset. Right? Abundance is here for you as well, beloved, but you got to go through the process. A lot of people don't want to go through the process. They want to look at you after you done been through and watch the Most High God build your table, and now they want to come in and sit and eat with you. Spirit said no. They are not allowed to come and eat with you. They need to go through the process of their own cleanse, their own self-start, restart, their own self-care, taking the chances, getting the knowledge, what they need to do to overcome the circumstances in their own life, to bring themselves to freedom. And that them freeing themselves will lead them to their own abundance. They cannot come and eat with you. That's what Spirit said. 22 is here. They need to act on their own ideas. They need to act on their own creativity. They need to have their own realistic and practical approach to building their abundance. They want to show that to us, I guess. Maybe it was turned the wrong way in a day. They need to refocus. 666. They need to reflect. Refocus to find balance between your material and your spiritual aspects of life. Stop putting too much emphasis on material things. Again, somebody is full of shit. 777 is here. Good luck. Good luck. But it's like if this person put so much emphasis on material things, they could definitely be full of shit, like chock full of shit. Like they could be hoarding some shit. They need a cleanse, beloved. And I'm here for somebody from the rooter to the tutor. They was giving me a deck of cards that with the moon. Thank you. So, new moon energy is what we're feeling. So there's things that you don't see. So we're going to pull a couple of those and be done with it. Be proud of yourself. Somebody needs to be proud of themselves. Last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. Was the last full moon in Taurus? I feel like the last full moon was in Taurus. It was a beaver moon, but I feel like it was in Taurus. I can't remember. Look, go wild. Full moon in Leo. Leo energy. You go full out and get your shit together. You build confidence. You'll be proud of yourself. Some people don't be wanting to do the work. They just don't. They want to eat off other people's plate. Cool your emotions, right? So don't be upset. Don't be angry when you can't go sit at somebody else's table. Not you, we. I'm talking about the person that wants to come and eat with thee. Who wants to come and eat with thee? They can't sit at your table week. That's what Spirit said. They need to go get a whole reset. Most High God said they got their plate over there, and what's on their plate is going to clean them out, Ashe. See, the answers that you need are coming. You got to go get your plate. The answers are on your plate. Once you eat, you will see things clearly. Once you get that shit about you, you'll see things clearly. That's what I heard. See, it'll be revealing. Reveal what needs to be seen. You get that shit about you, then you'll be able to see that. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. See, take a reality check. See, they'll be able to take a reality check. They'll be able to see that toxic shit when the Most High God fix their plate and, clean their shit out. That's what I heard. Somebody full of shit. They full of shit and they probably got a lot of shit. They need to get rid of it. See, I can't make it up. Did y'all hear what they said? Detoxify. Somebody need a detox. And I think we was laughing about that very early. We was cracking up. Because Spirit said they need a detox. Most High God finna get somebody a detox. They gonna have a plate full of steamed okra or some shit. Like, whatever it is, it's gonna run their ass off for a couple of days. You all be careful over Thanksgiving. Somebody could get a stomach virus. We not calling that. We asked the Most High God to pull those words back. No, put them out. We are protected. Somebody is going to get a stomach virus. The Most High God, whatever they put on your plate intentionally, this is for the tear. So if your tear is cross-watching, or you just need to know the vibe, right? Just know the vibe about whoever is your adversary. The Spirit said they have built your table in front of your enemy and they cannot come and sit with you, not name one of them. And they plate is over there. You can direct them to the Most High God so that they can go get their plate. And whatever the Most High God put on their plate is going to run their ass off. They gonna get cleaned out. I'm talking about entire intestinal tract swept clean. They're going to be able to reveal what needs to be seen. They're going to have a whole reality check. Yeah, and we see all of that. We see it. The answers that you was looking for, yeah, it's in that. It's in that shit right there. That's where it's at. Detoxify. That's what I heard. Let your fears dissolve. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Yeah, forgiveness and take a breath. So for us, we, don't allow yourself to be led by fear. Always lean into your security, knowing that the Most High God has you. You are protected, and it's given from every adversary. What's that? Yeah, forgive. Forgive. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever they put you through only works to strengthen you. Yeah, see, your commitment is being tested. So if you see people going through in your winning season, of course we were laughing. It's funny when somebody get their guts cleaned out. Like they really about to get a whole gut reset, a gut check, gut reset. But it's like we offer them kindness and grace and compassion. I don't know. You ain't got to offer them shit. But it's given at least be par or offer forgiveness. Because forgiveness releases yourself. Right? You want to have as much room in your heart to receive your abundance. And bitterness, unforgiveness, resentment, anger, all of those emotions take up space and they weigh you down. So release it for the sake of self. It's a kindness that you will do for you. It has nothing to really do with them. Because you can forgive and still, that don't mean they get to be around you. They still can't eat with you. You know what I'm saying? But when you see the array, the buffet that the Most High God laid out for you, you're not going to be concerned. You see what the Most High God, if you even see it, shit, I'm getting focused on your own damn plate, beloved. You got so much goodness in front of you that you ain't got to worry about what nobody else is eating, whether they getting cleaned out, don't feel no kind of way because they over there watching you eat. Ashe, direct them to the Most High. Your plate over there. That's what the Most High God said. Look at the bigger picture. Your plate is over there. And when you get cleaned out, you will be proud of yourself for going through the process and letting the Most High God rebuild you from scratch, starting fresh. See, look, you did that, and you did it with the Most High God, a.k.a. all by yourself, because they going to go into hermit, if they choose to. Some people continue to, just eat shit until they get sick, and that's it. They choose their pathway.
What's that? See, focus on the positive, and it's in reverse. Some people may not. They may just choose to focus on the fuck shit. That's what Spirit said earlier. Some people just sick, and they just like to be sick, you know? Some people are attached to sickness. What is that? Hypo or hypochondriacs or some shit like that? People who like to be sick. Yeah. Embrace the flow. We got two cards that say show about the world. Show the world the real you and speak your world into being. And it's given by being you. Be you. Speak your world into being, Gemini, and show the world the real you, Aquarius. Embrace the flow of life. So it's definitely two Gemini cards. Gemini could be significant, right? It could be you and your alter ego self. You know, integrate it. You, who says you have to be just this or that, right? Balance. Spirituality and practicality. This is the card that made us pick up this deck. That's what the spirit showed us. I think it was something else we read that said something like about spirituality and practicality. I'm not for sure what it was, what card it was. Oh, here it is. This one. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Refocus to find balance between your material and spiritual aspects of your life. This one right here. So when we read this card, we got the vision of this card right here. This. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. And with the Gemini coming out a couple times, you know, Pisces is also that kind of energy, like duality, two sides of things. But what happens when you integrate the light and the dark, when you understand how to use both energies, right? See, like this, it's giving me light and dark energy. Like, yeah, I know it's like not fully, but it's something like what happens when you integrate both of them, when you can see both sides of a thing and balance it out. You pull the chariot, you move yourself forward. That's the trick. Because it's never just this or it's never just all that. It's somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? On the yin and yang sign, like there's a little bit of dark in the white and there's a little bit of white in the dark. Nothing is all this or no all that. Right? Belief system is coming through. And we pulled a card earlier that believing is seeing. So check your belief systems. Spirit might be changing your beliefs, right? So that you can show the world the real you, Wheat. If you are a person that has been cornholed into a belief system that won't let you be your true self, then maybe it's time for you to let that go. Yeah. Healing myself heals my lineage. And there's that card. See, belief systems, and we said believing is seeing. That's the card, right? So when you heal yourself, you heal your lineage. Open yourself up to learning, to growing. You are the dreams of your ancestors, but you are not required to live anybody else's dream. You can manifest your own. Again, you are not required to live anybody else's dream. You are the dreams of your lineage, right? You know, they dreamed of you. They sacrificed for you, you know? So do them honor. One, communing. Gather here with grateful hearts. That's what we say, right? It keeps those ungrateful, nasty ass energies away. We proclaim it. That's the boundary. You must be grateful to gather here, beloved. And manifesting is your superpower. So it is given like you could be manifesting a whole new branch off this tree, right? You're not doing a live tonight? Oh. Well, there's always tomorrow. If you want to throw out an off-cycle live unless you got something else to do, right? So if somebody feels afraid, you know what I mean, fear, it's a call for love, for faith, right? You know, dig into it and pursue anyway, beloved. Your aura is magnetic and it will bring you in opportunities. You can manifest. It is giving like a whole new branch off of this tree. Something different, something new, something that only you could do. And I'm hearing that's why we sent you. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it for you guys sticking through and hanging in there and just enjoying the series of mini reads. Spirit again is giving us see things from a higher perspective and clear your karma, right? Truth is a teacher. And we saw that Queen of Swords and we got a lot of messages about wisdom and healing. Following your North Star, following your divine guidance is what it's given. And gratitude. Grateful just to be here, to be alive, to breathe, to experience creation. We could not do it, the way that we're doing it if we were not animate in this God body, beloved. To taste a cheeseburger or some bacon, get ready to eat dinner, to go outside in the crisp air, like the winter air, feel the summer sun, feel the spring rain, throw up some fall leaves, just to experience the simple things. That's the present, that's the gift. And if you could see it from that perspective, beloved, and lean into your joy, into your bliss, issue forgiveness onto yourself and to others. Change your mindset, open up, change your habits, and go for your purpose. You will clear your karma, and you can live in your truth. That truth, that eternal truth that you unlock, it'll teach you and it'll help you teach others too. Thank y'all so much for joining us on the Tears of We Tarot show, where you show enough, never know what you're going to get. Today was a mini read type of day, and I sincerely enjoyed it. I hope you did too. And I love you. I love you just like I love me, because that's my capacity. But it's growing and expanding on a daily, 1%. That's tackable. We can do that. We can tackle that. I don't know what I was about to say. I was going to say tackable. I don't know why it was coming out like that. I was saying tackle, like a quarterback, and that we could tackle that. Like it's doable. You know what I'm saying? So be careful and on the lookout for not so obvious combinations or to innovate some shit. Don't be afraid to fail and even look silly. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know what the hell was trying to come out. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shit. Y'all get it at the end of the day, right? We love you like we love the O and the A, because this is over. This is the ending. And we are so glad to have the opportunity, hopefully, to begin again. And if so, we will see you guys tomorrow on the Rising Message. To the next now. Love you so much. Ashe, beloveds. Oh, we do have to say thank you. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Queen. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Donna, thank you. I'm so glad you caught us. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Monica, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all so very much. Soul of a Man, celebrate life. Yes, let's go. Let's get it, I appreciate y'all, Queen Soul. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, Michelle. Sis, I'm gonna work on your reading. The spirit I'm feeling it. I feel something. So I got you. Thank you so much, sis. Blessings. Thank you so much for being here, beloved. Thank y'all for being so active in the comment. Let's give a round of applause for Mr. Dan, D-A-A-N or B-A-A-N. That's how much I give a shit about it. I can't even remember the spelling man's name. But he was so kind to tell us that we need to go back to somewhere we never been. Maybe he knew something about our past life that we don't know about. So we just gonna leave it at that. Thank you so much for your contribution. Veronica, thank you for manning and keeping the chat positive. We appreciate you so much. Yeah, I think Anthony was here. Thank you so much. With Jace Wally Allah, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Sheila Buckhorn, thank you so much for being here. That's a new name. Marianne, thank you so much for being here. Lily, hello, thank you. I appreciate you. BC Sister, thank you so much for being here. If I missed anybody, I apologize. If you were watching and you just weren't active in the comments, thank you so much for being here, for lending your energy. That means everything. I appreciate you, Yes. I will see y'all tomorrow, provided that the Most High God gives us another day, because we don't know. It's not promised, Ashe. It's not. Veronica, please get you some rest. And to the next now, y'all. I love you so much. Ashe, beloved.